Hi and welcome everyone. Let's quickly dive into today's watch list. First of all, we didn't really see a lot happening since yesterday, but first of all, let's just kick it off with gold. What we saw yesterday was a steep rally down in gold. It hit this 4-hour 50 EMA, price is rejecting that currently. Besides that, we already saw a break on the 4-hour. We saw this trend line being broken. Price is still currently inside of this daily demand zone, but it looks like it is going to break it to the downside. If we look at this overall trend on the daily time frame, we could already see that currently this trend line in here is being broken. So with this candle, we actually are going to break this trend line. Let's see if we extend it a little bit. Yeah, usually what you would have is you want to see a break outside of the trend line. Currently, because we made a small swing high, we are still on the trend line actually for like a third or fourth time. So it looks like price will break this one for now. We could see some kind of upside from this, but it just looks bearish to me. In my opinion, I think price could at least reach this zone, probably even the zone below there. It will be around this 4-hour zone. I think this could be a nice reversal zone. That would mean the daily has been broken bearish. And after that we could make the bigger up move I was expecting on gold. So let's take a quick look. This is around 198. I got a little bit of stacked zones in here, but it doesn't really matter. We saw a big up move from the zone in here. So what would make sense if price would take out this liquidity in here, maybe make a small retracement from this zone, but after that just move down again until we can make a further up move we could see this year. Let's dive into the other pairs. We got AUDUSD. Currently on the 4-hour, yeah, it's making a small rejection, but nothing really special. Let's see on the 1-hour, yeah, we didn't really break above this high, so currently it is still swing bearish. Now let's go to euro dollar. For euro dollar, we broke down actually, so it looks like it is going to break these lows and it will visit the zone below there. So now currently the 4-hour is bearish, so let's just look at the daily, because if the 4-hour is bearish we would need a higher time frame to push price up again. Let's take a quick look. We got a demand zone in here that was being broken, was taken out by this zone. So the first zone I would be looking at is this one. So that was the zone right below there. So I think either way we could visit one of these lows or even break that. The euro dollar is currently still swing bearish, so keep that in mind. I think we can move a little bit lower. Usually price doesn't really stick around in halfway of this trend. What you would see is that price usually visits one of these areas below here. So I think this area in here could be a next target for euro dollar. I think GBPUSD can have the same thing. So if we quickly go to GU, let's see. I don't have the right one. So what we see in GU is also a quick move down. We currently are moving to halfway of this upper trend. And what would make sense for me if GU would move to the same levels like euro dollar. Since the dollar is pretty bullish, the euro dollar and GBPUSD are pretty bearish. So it would make sense if price could move down, visit one of these zones below here. The first big demand zone I have would be this one. So this is a demand zone that took out this high and also took out this supply zone in there. Besides that, it would be the first area where we have some weekly demand. So for me, it is still swing bearish. So if you're looking for shorts, I would target this level in here. This is a level that broke the low in there. So we got this low that was being broken by a minor supply in here. So for me, take out this trade. For me, I think we could visit this supply again after it, make a bigger move down. I don't think this level is going to hold very long. So keep that in mind if you want to trade GBPUSD. We got NZDUSD again. For NZDUSD, we are also bearish. So like I said yesterday, we got a supply zone in here. Now nothing really changed a lot actually since yesterday. So we could still visit this demand zone below there. On the weekly time frame, we got the same areas of demand like the other pairs. So keep that in mind where you're trading. Price is still heavily bearish. So don't try to search for longs too fast. Same goes for the gold, of course. And then in here on the DXY, we can see the price is moving up. It's moving until the area I said yesterday. I think we could visit at least this supply in here. Let's check the weekly. The weekly also has a small imbalance in there. So for now, the US dollar is still pretty bullish, and I think we could continue this rally. We got a high that is being broken right now. That is this high. It would make sense if prices breaks above there, goes into supply, and after that makes some sort of a retracement, and it would play out with the euro dollar, GBPUSD dollar, and AUDUSD dollar. Of course, they all got these same areas that I am watching. So it's just like an inverse chart, right? Like the dollar is moving up and other pairs are moving down, and they all got like the same areas. Eventually, in the end, it would be possible for the dollar to move even further than these demand or supply levels. Because if you look at the overall trend on the weekly, we could see a clear break of the trend. We got a demand zone that's being hit, and like I said in the previous videos, usually what you would see in a trend like this is that we have a confirmation of a new uptrend, and this high is going to be taken out, and we could visit this area of supply later on. But this is a long-term picture, but for sure keep that in mind. The dollar is still heavily bullish, so that means all the other pairs could move down, and we could get some kind of retracement from here. But I think long-term the dollar can break these highs. I don't think it will go very easily. I think we would be choppy and stay in a range a little bit, and after that we could see a significant move up. Let's see for now for the interesting pairs. We still have some pairs that we have trades on, as the Swiss and really doing a lot. AUD yen is currently still stuck at this area, still stuck around the entry level. Let's see, we got some other pairs. We got Euro CAD currently. It is moving down again after taking a trade from this zone. GBP NZD from a small 4-hour supply zone. Currently it is still a little bit stuck above the entry, but let's just wait and patiently see how this one is going to play out. So for now, this is basically the watch list. There aren't really a lot of pairs or a lot of zones that I am watching because price didn't really do a lot since yesterday. But let's just carefully see if we can eventually trade that dollar up move and see if we can trade like the GU NZDUSD dollar to the downside. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.